Can take up to
Go
2
live.
minutes.
We're live. I think we're live.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? How are you? Let's see.
What's up, friends?
Where's the chat? Is that it? No, that's.
I see the chat because I've got LinkedIn in a second window.
Yeah, I do
What's
too.
up? Welcome.
Where does the chat pop up?
It's on the left side, actually. That's on the left side. So look for your left side where it says branding, like where you look next to the branding, and you're just gonna have to flip through those tabs. There's like 3 or 4 tabs where it says we're almost there, but I know we're live, so
we are live.
This is fun.
I don't see, like, where does the chat come in on
Restream and StreamYard? It's on the right, and then here it's on the left where the tabs are. I can't remember from last night, but there was like a few where you could put your branding stuff next to the branding. It's like the furthest tab on the right.
They are not. I see it. It says sample comments.
Yep,
will
those
appear here. I don't have any comments.
So LinkedIn, there's comments. Okay, so LinkedIn's popping up.
Yep.
Hi, LinkedIn. We see you. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to Julie, because Julie, I saw your comments. Mackenzie, Kenny D, I see you. What's going on? Thanks, everybody, for checking us in as we're checking out this new awesome platform, evmux. We're so excited. I got to try it last night for the first time for my 50th episode. Get that little message from Chris, and boom, he did it. He wanted to fire it up, Firebird Studios.
My chat's not populating. Yeah.
It's all right. You know what?
It's all right. It's all right.
Wait a second. Are you firing anywhere else? Are you on YouTube?
Yep. Let me go to YouTube.
All right. I think we need to chat and move to YouTube, because if you're on YouTube, Chris is going to be able to see your comments. So
let's see. Test driving.
This is how it goes. This is just the way we trial and error. All right. So what's your YouTube channel, Chris?
Hey, let's see if that shows up.
We're going to throw down the YouTube for Chris, and we can go there.
There's the YouTube is showing up.
All right, great. Love it. So once we get some hellos in YouTube, and I appreciate
at Twitch.
Being able to be here with Chris.
Thanks for dropping in. This was kind of an impromptu deal. I was like,
hey. No, this is so fun. Hey, okay. So the comments. Now, I think we had some of these problems yesterday when I was trying to pull up these LinkedIn comments. I know they just partnered from when I was listening in on their town hall meetings. They do these weekly streams, town halls, and I was having problems not being able to see. Okay, I do see. There we go. YouTube. Friends, thank you so much for supporting on YouTube.
Yeah, Twitch. Twitch hadn't come through yet, but
Twitch, I think we did not have success with Twitch either yesterday. I wasn't able to pull up comments. I wasn't able to see emotes. It was just a test. Yeah, we love it. Thank you.
Yep,
so we're here for Chris. He's testing out this. I got to test it out yesterday on my 50th episode. And
that's what's up.
Yeah. I mean, hey, just got to go with it sometimes. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if Restream was the problem. I personally could not get my Google, and I used the Chrome through Windows.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't letting me go. It kept having problems. So I kind of had evmux prepared. I knew that my destinations I could easily set, and they had always talked about how important it was for having someone to be able to go live as fast as possible. Like when you need to go live, you got to go live. So I had that thought in my head. Anthony had said that, as a matter of fact. and it just kind of stuck. And then I had prepared and I kind of did the walkthrough when they were doing the tutorial at the town hall meeting. So I was like, when they were announcing that LinkedIn was now partnered with them and they were able to stream now to LinkedIn as a, I forgot when it's another, but anyways, so that was really exciting. And I had kind of set it up right there. So it worked. That's what a good producer does, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't have either,
Yeah.
Julie. I thought it was evmux, but it is evmux.
It's evmux, and I know the story behind this too, because once again, attending the town hall meetings. So yes.
What's the story behind it before we start going over features and benefits and all that good?
Forgive me because mux I don't, but EV stands for events. That's what the E in the capital V is for, events. And so event and mux is, I forgot what it stands for. And so I guess Anthony, one of the guys, really did a lot of like in-person events. And so and he has like an events background. So a lot of the collaborations between them came from that experience, right? From doing like presentations and doing real life events and stuff like that. And he has a YouTube channel, so I'm sure we can drop the link for the YouTube for and give them some follows, because they're always putting up tutorials, they're always doing lives, they're always I got my, but I don't know how to, I guess we can go.
There it is. There's the
channel. They have a really cool YouTube channel, so if you want to give them a follow, and they'll probably can explain all of this better. Who am I? I just happen to pop into there. I think I missed the last week or two, and I almost had a little sense of guilt, because I've really been trying to understand the dynamics and the purpose and really like their mission with this platform and what they're trying to do and how they're trying to make it easy for the creator and really creator friendly. And I love that. So I'm like, yeah, okay, we're streamers. We should kind of understand. And that's something I talk about a lot myself, is like knowing your software. Use what you got. Use what you got. Mm-hmm. We don't have a lot of money. We need to know what our software's, their capabilities. And then that's kind of when I lean into accessibility and knowing how can we provide services, or like how can we be inclusive? How can we be inclusive when we're doing what we're doing and we're live streaming? So one thing that came up for my stream last night was captions. So I got a story. Let me know when you want to hear that story about captions.
See, I don't have any captions on LinkedIn right now.
Right. That came up. So with Restream, I'm able to check mark, which should be like not even a no-brainer. Why do I have to check mark if I want captions? Like, can we just kind of take off that extra step, LinkedIn? Huh? Can we?
Like, right, exactly.
I shouldn't have to ask for captions. It should be automatic that they populate and they're available to the viewer, to the consumer. So with Restream, we have the option. But with the evmux, I didn't see an option. And so then when someone asked about it last night, I was like, I'm really, I apologize. There was no captions provided because the service provider, but we can talk to them. And I know that they're going to like watch.
Yeah. And like they're still in the beta.
Like January, they just launched January. So congratulations to them for having an amazing software. Yeah. And they listen. They want to know our feedback as producers, like remote producers and live streamers, and what we do to help others with their voices and their perspectives. And
he was. I had to get on their help chat today to help kind of figure this out. And Bro was super helpful, and I didn't know the guy I was talking to. I'm actually connected to on LinkedIn, and he was creeping my profile right after that. So like he was super helpful. Walked me through everything.
Who is that? Let's give him a shout out.
Aaron.
Aaron.
What is his name?
We're gonna find out his name because we gotta give him a shout out.
Aaron Eluz. I hope I'm saying Eluz.
Oh yeah, there's like 4, right? So yes. There's 4 employees. There's 4 of them that take care of business over there.
Yeah.
So all right, there we go.
Let's play with this. There it is. This guy right here was super helpful.
Yes. He's been in the backstage before when we did the launch, doing kind of like the technical stuff, helping out. answering questions, assisting us through the walkthrough. So that was like really fun. Just doing all kinds of things. Oh no, play around. Like that's why we're here. This is going to be great. So I didn't get a chance to play around too much with the back settings because, I had a guest and I was really trying to be attentive to the guest and what they were saying. And, we were talking about music and how music heals for music therapy awareness, which, hey, who doesn't want to talk about music?
Exactly.
In a fun way how it heals. So anyways, we had oh god, I forgot what I was saying before that. Oh, I lost my train of thought. The software, you were playing around with the software and you were
he was
trying it out. Oh, and he was helping you. Yeah,
he was
but they're
helping me.
super helpful. Like every time
I move you over.
I tagged them on Facebook. I think I tagged them on Twitter. I let them know. I put them on my LinkedIn business profile. So we're definitely letting them know we're here to support their and that's why the logo, and I love the logo, by the way, like the pink and the blue and the purple. So I'm down with the logo. And we gotta give them like respect for, because you can change everything else. And that's something you automatically said was like the first thing was like, I just love how you can just really make it your own, like put your branding into it right away.
Like that is huge to me, especially for somebody just starting out streaming. They don't know if they want to invest the money into paying for a premium subscription with Restream or StreamYard. So for anybody that doesn't know, there are free versions of Restream and StreamYard. They're very limited on the features they offer. You cannot use your own custom branding or graphics or anything in the free versions of that software. evmux allows you to do that. I'm working on a free version right now. The only caveat to that is it has their logo up in the corner over here. That's the only thing thank you, DJ. That's like, but everything else, like they let you, like they do all the cool, see these animated lower thirds here for the names going in and out. Like I can adjust the colors. I can adjust where we put them. And they let you have all your own custom stuff. You just have their watermark in the top, which I'm really okay with that. If they're going to let me do cool stuff for free, then I'll advertise. I don't mind.
Oh gosh,
having them up there. You know,
such
what I mean?
A great service.
Yeah, and I've talked to a lot of people that are like, "Yeah, I really want to do it, but I don't know if I want to pay for it. But I really want my own custom branding."
So another thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you notice how you could instantly put all those destinations and multiple destinations? Like Restream allows you multiple destinations, but I don't know about free because I don't use the free version. I can't really remember. But even with StreamYard, you only get one destination on the free version. And it's like you got to pick one. So it's like, that's frustrating as a creator, as a live streamer. You want to hit all your platforms. You want to do the multi-streaming. And that's something I always talk about and I encourage others to be like, if you're hitting one and LinkedIn and it's going to get lost, YouTube is a search engine. YouTube is going to hold your videos as a library. Yep. I mean, it's a whole nother beast. That's great.
Yeah. And I tell people that they're like, oh, I got to go create a YouTube channel. I was like, look, seriously, like I don't do anything with my YouTube channel, but everything is right there in one easy to find spot for me and for anybody else that I want to send and say, hey, look, these are my streams. This is what I do. Go check it out.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna talk more about that here after the show. We're gonna have after hours like chit chat once we're done with this, talking about evmux. But yeah, YouTube is great if you're streaming, multi-streaming. Hit up YouTube. Make sure you got your stuff going there. Keep it, aside from making sure. And now one thing, this kind of leads to my next thought, was the recording. Did you get to record? You hit the recording button.
Yeah.
No, where is it? I can't find my file. I had to go get it from YouTube. I downloaded last night. Yeah. Well, went to YouTube Studios and I downloaded my file, but I couldn't figure out how to do it here. So let me know after the show when you go back and try to see if you can download the file.
And that's another thing on the free version of evmux is they give you up to 5 gigabytes of storage, which isn't a whole lot. That's roughly 4.5 to 5 1-hour streams. But they allow you to do that. Where on the free versions of Restream and StreamYard, you do not get any of your recordings at all. They also allow up to 12 on-screen participants. You can stream in 1080p. 12. You can also stream in 1080p on the free version. You cannot do
What?
that anywhere else.
1080p? I didn't even
Yeah,
catch that. So see, look at that. I didn't
let's
even
pull
catch
this
that.
up. Let's pull this up.
I don't think my poor little webcam. I really need a good webcam. Oh, nice. There you go.
I don't know how well you can see it on here.
Yeah.
Unlimited streaming hours. You get the scene builder, which I have not played around with yet, but that looked pretty cool.
Zoom in a little bit.
12 on-screen participants. Let me try this.
There you go. Zoom. Perfect. There you go. That's great.
Backstage mode. So I hadn't figured it out yet, but I can push to talk where only DJ will hear me, which is huge.
I didn't even try that.
I didn't either. The lower thirds, which are the names you see, animating in the
animated. They're animated at that.
Yes.
Like you can change the animation. Okay, so it's like drag and drop. So you get the drag and drop. So you can put it in your color. You can put it over in this corner. You can put it in that corner. You can make it. So that is amazing. I haven't even had enough time to make my own lower thirds or anything when I was trying to go live last night.
Yeah. Virtual background, screen sharing, slideshow. I hadn't played around with it to see how I add in the slideshow. Custom RTMP, but you have the powered by evmux watermark. You can't record. Maybe you can record I don't know. Look, right here it says record your content. It does not say that over here, but it said I was recording whenever I went live.
Yes. I saw a recording button, so I assumed there was a recording. But when I went back to look for one, I couldn't find one. So maybe that's why.
And it says in the top of and on my side on the screen, it says live and it says recording. So I don't know. We'll figure that out.
So there's a note to not put the recording notification if you're not really recording in the free plan.
Right.
And remind that this is not recorded, but you are live. So I think there should be a distinction.
Yeah.
All right. Good thing I had YouTube to go back and
I know, right?
And Twitch also I can download so if I stream to Twitch is where I learned how to clip. What if it wasn't for Travis and them, I wouldn't have known what clipping was. I wouldn't have been in Twitch learning how to clip, and led me to clipping like in other softwares now to do like post-production, like with captions and like good stuff, better stuff. Yeah.
Hey, Valerie. I see you, Valerie. Thanks for dropping in. I can't.
Hi.
Elad Rosansky is watching, the chief marketing officer. Yes, man. What is going on, bro?
What's up, buddy? Oh, representing. We are loving this product, your service, the software.
You can record on free up to 5 gigabytes. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
I gotta find it. So we'll see.
Yeah, like lots of cool options on the free version. Now that doesn't mean you shouldn't upgrade. You know what if you really like it, like throw them a bone. But lots of cool stuff on the free version. Let's see what else can we do here.
I see a private chat and a group chat.
There is a private chat.
But I assume that's as a guest. So I'm a guest. I'm supposed to be the guest. Right. You're the host. Mm-hmm. I was given the invitation as a guest. So I assume I see a chat like a guest, but I don't see a chat. So I don't know.
Well, let me just try to say something.
I can see the chat on YouTube, I guess, if I'm watching the YouTube over here.
Yeah. You may not be able to see the chat. It's under social on my side.
Oh, you found it. You did find it. It's under social button.
It is, but the LinkedIn comments still are not
coming through. They're not populating.
Yeah, they're not coming in.
So you talk to them now that
And my Twitch comments were not coming through either.
Yeah, I haven't checked our Twitch. I didn't have Twitch comments coming in through, and I was told that I was making Twitch comments, but I didn't see them and I couldn't. Which I wonder if I would have been running my slobs with my virtual cam with slobs, if it would have notified me a different way, but not. I couldn't have pulled comments.
I wouldn't
have been able to pull the Twitch comments, but I would have gotten the slobs notifications on my window because I would have set it up through my virtual cam.
Like through.
And I know they've talked OBS? About that. Yes, OBS. I know they talked about that on the town meeting too. We covered that in one of those town meetings. It came up. So I'm listening. I'm learning. But, and that's for
Oh,
me.
you
It's
can
like,
adjust the size of those things too.
oh,
The
let's
size of the lower
do
thirds.
it. I don't see it, but I guess if I go over it, I'm
You
going to
don't
pop
see it
over to you.
coming across the bottom?
Whoa, look at those flames. All right, Teresa, I hope you're on YouTube if you made it. And on LinkedIn, friends, we're going to get those comments. We're going to figure out why the comments aren't populating for us. So we can't pull up your comments to give you those props. But yeah, I mean, but you're pulling up the comments for YouTube just fine.
Yeah, for YouTube is the only ones that are
Are we
coming
streaming
through.
to Facebook? Do you have a Facebook page?
I don't
I
have
had
Facebook,
Facebook.
no.
You don't know. Okay, I had Facebook yesterday, and I know they stream to Facebook frequently. Like that's one of their. Normally they have the Facebook group, so let's give them a shout out to the Facebook group. Chris, I think you're invited now to the Facebook group for creators and just anyone that loves evmux. So I've been over there kind of trying to making sure I got the notifications from the group. So that way when they go live inside, instead of just on their page, their Facebook page. But I was just wondering because I was pulling up Facebook comments. So those seem to work out really well. So, all right.
Yeah, I'm playing with the different types of lower thirds here.
All right. He's enjoying it.
Yeah,
Oh, look
I'm
at
just looking at
that. You like that animation? I wish I could see the animations with you a little bit better.
Oh, you mean like the different types and stuff?
Yeah, because I see. So I have the window where it's mostly normally it would be me and you that I'm looking at to see your face, your facial expressions, and like I see the microphone. And then I have a live window that shows what the live people, viewers see. So I see the flames in the live window. I see your logo, which I don't really see in the bigger window, which normally when you're looking at Restream or StreamYard, you see the layout right where you're at.
See, I see
in a separate window.
On the big window, I see like my background with the logo, and I see the names populating up. Like right now, they're up. You don't see them at the bottom. They just went away.
I see them now, right there.
Yeah.
I see those names. Wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's cool. I like it. It has your colors. You got the
that's what I'm saying.
Branding colors.
You can.
So you pick it once.
Now that's pretty cool. Look at that shit. Look at that.
Look at that shit. Look at that.
Come back. Look at the animation and look at the green little sparkly.
I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube over here because it's really small right here, and I don't even wear glasses, friends. So I'm trying to squeeze in to look at the animations. But if I pop,
look at this! Holy hell! That is cool.
Look at lad. Okay, chat from the social to the guest will come up soon. Yeah, I hope I get up on that town meeting one of these weeks. Let me know.
Look at the different.
Oh, look at that!
You can do all kinds.
I love that digital.
There's 20
matrix looking. 20.
Yeah.
20
at least.
Oh, we're gonna be here all night, friends. Does this go 4 hours? LinkedIn kicks us off at 4 hours.
1, 2, 3,
oh,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 20 different little. Look at that back there. That is cool, man.
I'm loving this.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be talking and being a co-host. Some
beast mode colors right there.
Beast mode colors. There we go. Look at that.
It's coming up on.
Usually guests should focus on speaking. You are now focusing on the stream layout. I know, right?
This is bad for real, man.
But I'm trying to do the good co-host and carry the conversation so he can play around with the settings and show them off to everyone. So I guess I'm doing a good job. I think I'm doing a good job. I got my stories. Let's see. Do I got another story or another thought or opinion on the functionality? I'm trying to think.
I like
I
that. The
mean,
only bad. Okay, I'd have to if I'm going to keep that. I will not have to have 2 lines of text. So how do I change that?
I don't know,
Because see,
but
like yours is just 1 line. Where do I change that?
you are the best. Thank you. So see, I had to look at YouTube for that in real time, but I didn't see the chat here, so I'm not really sure if I'm missing something or if I
Hey,
see the
Gabe.
participants in the live.
There's Gabe.
Gabe's
Gabe said, "Have
here.
you tried Wave.live?" No, I have Wave.video. I use it. That's what I made my intro and
Oh
outro with.
yeah.
I have not done anything with their live yet because I don't know. I hadn't even looked, but I don't know that it'll if it's
Let
LinkedIn
me
approved or
know.
whatever. But Wave.video is like really cool.
All right. Gabe, we're not here to talk about
I know,
me.
like, and I know, and like he's supposed to be here. I dropped a link.
That's all right. That's all right, Gabe. No, it's all right. Whenever you pop on
How?
through, pop on through.
Oh,
But you're
there's
gonna
the
have to
push
have
to
some
talk.
background lights to kind of go with it. Oh, I heard that.
Hey, you can
Moderator.
hear me. You can hear me, but
I can
nobody
hear
else
that.
can. Nobody else
Nope.
can hear me. That's the push to talk. Okay. That was easy
Thank you.
enough. Now,
That's a cool feature. So that's a feature that you don't get anywhere else. And I know that the audit, like being able to background. So okay, let's focus on the 12. Let's say we have 12 people. Like we're going 2 hours. Gabe's here. We've got like a whole bunch of people, but we need to alternate speakers. That way we can have some sort of organization for all the speakers and give everyone their equal time and be able to do that post transition. So I know here in evmux you have the transition window, kind of like you can see everything, you can prep it, you can prepare it, you can get everything ready, and then you can alternate kind of like you would do in OBS, a scene, change your scenes. So you can do that here, which is cloud-based software, and not be an OBS, which is on your computer. Eats up your
whoa, what did
computer.
I do? What is
But
that?
oh,
I've got a scene
I
going. I'm
just
not sure what's happening.
we don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe he's messing with those windows. But since I've never really used OBS in those transition windows, like preparing something in real time, because as a host, when you're interviewing a guest and you're trying to have a really in-depth conversation, it's hard to maintain the chat, right? It's hard to maintain and entertain and provide links and do the research and have a window open for this and that. So I know that in itself was something that they were trying to help out with and make it easier. Again, going back to that creator and what the creator
Yeah.
needs to have a really smooth show, have a really smooth production, high quality. Woo, look at me. Listen, I've learned all this from just watching and listening at their town halls. So
So
push to talk.
when I did that scene and
You
then
should mute
deleted it,
yourself. We
I
could
should mute
totally
myself.
hear you, Chris. I can hear you. LOL. It's coming, I promise. You are the best. Oh, thank you. I hope we do get captions. I'm going to keep saying that. Captions for the platforms. And
Oh, mute and then push to talk.
so we got a list. We
Okay.
got a few things we can go ahead and say the LinkedIn chat. So as the host or as the streamer, we can see what's going on in the chat from those platforms, from LinkedIn and Twitch. Then I
So
would say
one thing,
captions on LinkedIn.
captions on LinkedIn, comments from
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn.
Comments. Mm-hmm.
One thing
Yeah.
I did notice though, when I put that scene up and then it went away, like my live broadcast thing over here went down to like half size. And I don't see a
That's all right. I
way.
mean, I know you're still kind of trying to get familiar with the different, but I like how it's multiple services in one, right? So you get that OBS with the going back to the screen transitions and how you can prepare a screen. So if you're going to have an ad, a sponsor, this show is sponsored by evmux. Right? We got the logo. I mean, so in that sense, it just helps out a lot.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to change my name.
You can set up those videos. You said about those 30-second ads, I think. I don't really know how to like the video space, if it's 30 seconds or 60 seconds or a minute and a half, but you can pop in videos, so you could prepare that while I'm still talking and then say, okay, this show's sponsored by, and I know you were talking about for your show, like really trying to get some sponsors and trying to get people that want to help support the show.
Support, exactly. And I've been met with really good support. And do this DJ, we can do this for DJ show too. Like, also look, there's money involved in streaming. Softwares to do your graphics, video editing after the show, software to stream with, equipment is not cheap. You can get started for pretty cheap, but as you start to level up, and especially when you get into producing, you want your equipment to be a little bit better, because you don't want to be like on there with some janky webcam that's on your laptop.
I'd love a new computer.
Yeah, a new computer. Like, that's a $1,500 investment. You know what I mean?
What I would do with a new computer.
Yeah, so I've got an Amazon wish list with all of my stuff on it that I really
need
idea to build a studio. For every $50
I'm gonna write that down, my friend.
Amazon wish list. Amazon wish list. For every $50 you spend on it to help support the show, I'll plug you and your services one time for every $50. Or you can just send the money and I can buy the equipment, or to help pay for the software. Like, I'm trying to get a website launched where I can have some Firebird Studios. Yeah. So I did a thing, merch. That's a little expensive to do. So if you want to help support the show, if you want to help support DJ's show, DJ is going to go make an Amazon wish list.
Amazon saves the day again, and that's how Julie.
And like, that's how I got my likes.
Care. Yeah,
was somebody sponsored it. Sadie's Purpose, Amanda Knight sponsored it. And
listen, where's Amanda?
So Joyful 4110, Julie Griffin. She does corporate training. Yeah, she pays for my wave.video subscription every month.
So sweet.
Julie. Yeah. And she does all kinds of like corporate training, specifically like time management training, finding out when is your best time to work during the day, and kind of learning to recognize it, and learning your peak times and your off times, and all that kind of good stuff. She is a proud sponsor.
That is really great service. Like, I'm so organized naturally, and I love structure, and I love checklists, and I love everything very super. I know where everything's at. I like to know, where files are at. I like to have like really good systems. So time management, it might be, I'm a procrastinator, so time management might not be always like one of my most strongest qualities.
Yeah, same here.
But I love like any extras, so that's great. And so that service, you can't beat it. We all need that to be successful, to really like move forward and know that stuff about ourselves and who can help us really move forward. So $50, dang, that's a good deal.
So there's reasoning behind that, Mackenzie. There's not much on that Amazon wish list that's less than like $150. And I may go up on that, but I wanted to make it worthwhile to the people to donate or to buy it, because you're talking about unassing some money here when you start trying to really get some great equipment. So I wanted to kind of make it more appealing to anybody that would want to help sponsor the show. You spend $150, I'll plug you 3 different times.
Listen, I even asked. I was very direct. I'm like, who gave you that idea?
And I actually thought of that on my own. Julie may have helped me come up with that. Like, Julie's she helps me brainstorm on stuff.
You're awesome.
Yeah,
that's good. We all need people like that, bounce off ideas and say, hey, what do you think of this? And really like get better at those things. Like, I talk about like self-correction. Like, we got to be aware enough about ourselves so we can just get past our own stuff to keep moving forward. I mean, it's not anybody else's job. So
the comments are really clean looking too. Like, to me, those are a little bit cleaner looking than Restream or StreamYard. They just look a little sharper, they look cool. They look cooler. You know what I mean? They're prettier. They're prettier.
Animated. I forgot.
Yeah, I bet it isn't. Like,
professional. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, that you've made a comment. You're like, I like the comments. Like, I like the way. So
yeah, it looked really clean last night when you were doing it.
That was one of those things you did mention.
And like the way the names are showing up right there, it's just really, sharp. You know what I mean? Looks a
Yeah,
little more
emojis
professional.
don't work. Okay, that's a good comment. That's good feedback. We love feedback. So let's talk about our production
No,
group.
look, the emojis do work. Look at Julie's comment.
Julie's
It's up on the screen. She's got the little celebration hands.
on YouTube I see lines. Like the
Oh,
lines
really?
that I
They're
see.
they're coming to. No, it shows up on YouTube too.
I see lines.
I see celebration hands.
1, 2, 3, 6 lines. So each hand or each emoji is a set of lines. Self-awareness is huge. Thank you, Julie. I think so. It's something I really like to, you know. Oh, my dog's ready to scratch at the door.
Yeah, he sees lines
Thank
too.
you.
That's
Yes,
weird.
I see lines. Okay, thank you. So there's some problems with some of the emojis. I just texted you a pic, Chris. Thank you, Julie. That's it. Julie's awesome. Great way to support us in our on your your. I'm just giving you feedback because my experience was just last night. So it's best to just kind of debrief after.
Okay. Well, I see
Kind of
I see
review.
the emojis when I put them up on screen. I see the lines
Okay.
though. She sent me a
But the
picture of the
line, but
screen.
I'm opening YouTube on a separate window, and when I'm looking at YouTube, like
Oh, you're
a
right. It doesn't.
viewer,
Yes, I see it now too. It doesn't show up.
so you don't see the hands,
No,
Julie's
you don't.
hands, shout out
And
hands.
you
All
don't
right.
on LinkedIn either. You don't on LinkedIn either when the comments come up
Oh,
on the screen.
I should
Okay.
probably refresh my LinkedIn. And you're not on Twitch, or you are on Twitch? Oh, we forgot.
I am on Twitch. I don't have it open.
Did any? Okay, that's okay.
Let's
That's all
see.
right. I don't want to bust down that computer. Listen, that airplane, it starts shaking, that turbulence, that my
Yeah, I know
computer
it. Like,
starts like, oh, it's
yeah.
gonna do a shutdown. So, and they talked about that too. I'm pretty sure it's like if you needed your computer shut down, I could keep the stream alive, and vice versa. You know, you're the host, obviously. So if I dropped off, but as the host, if I continue running the stream in that cloud where we're at, it's going to be fine until you were able to kind of jump back in. But don't put too much on your usage
I
on your
wonder
computer.
if I don't want to try it. I wonder, you know how on Restream, if you're having technical difficulties or StreamYard, you can refresh the page and the stream keeps going and you can come back into it. Have you ever had to do that midstream?
Yes. Oh, yes.
So you can just refresh the browser and then come right back into it. I don't want to do it. I'll do it at the end. No, I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it because I don't want to.
Don't worry about it. Just
I don't
change
want
the
to mess it up.
comment. Let's see. We're changing comments, or are we still with that? Thanks for the shout out comment. I see it kind of. Just change that comment. All right, we see lions. All right, emojis don't work. Working on it. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Elad, that's great. We appreciate the opportunity to really use it and
use it, man. Ask for
might I
sponsors,
borrow
dude.
your ideas? Isn't that a great?
Yeah, like how
Yeah,
else, I mean, honestly, like I love doing this, but at the same time, there's a lot of time that goes into it. There's a lot of money that goes into it. And I do it some for me, but also, the people in my network enjoy it. And if you want to help sponsor it, then that's cool. Like I'm okay with asking. The worst you can tell me is no answer, like is ignore me. So I mean,
right.
You're
right. You're right about that. So that's great. You got it. Borrow whatever ideas you want. Mark Lee, what's up? Thank you, Mark Lee, for being here. What's up, friend? Yeah. You make me excited. Thank you. Oh, go for it.
I like the way the comments transition too. Like they zigzag, they cross each other.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay, it took me a
That?
second.
Yeah, like that's
Takes
badass.
A second. That's smooth.
Yeah, that is smooth. Really cool stuff, man.
All right.
Really cool stuff.
Keep that one up because you make us excited with this software.
Yeah.
This is great.
I don't know. There's something over, maybe I can answer this in the chat real quick. Over there where it says dynamic scene, it looks like I should be able to turn it off and on.
I'm not seeing
I don't know what that is. And then it says layers are not available on dynamic scene. So I don't even know what the layers tab is for.
Layers is where your branding is. Layers is where your logo is, your background is. logo you can't change because it's locked. But you get your background, you get your overlay, and you get your videos where you would put your intro or your outro video or
No,
any little ad video.
that's under the graphics tab.
Oh.
There's another one that says
you know
layers.
what? All right. I'm going to have to open another window and go into it myself. Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's how I learn. So if anybody out there, jump on the platform or on their website and like do it with us. If you're wanting to learn how to stream, like this is the best way to do it. We should just do this. You know, it's like doing that, working through, figuring out brand. Okay, so I see graphics, layers. Yeah, I don't know. Layers is okay. Layers are not available dynamic. So, all right.
So
you're right.
something else really cool. You can turn off those animated lower thirds. The names are not up though.
I see the scenes. That's cool. I didn't know how to work the scenes.
My name is not up there though.
I like how you can shift the sizes of the different working areas. Oh my God. Go, dog. My dog, go.
Add a pro scene. Better do that before you go live.
I did. I had like I took a 60-second countdown timer. That's on top of the dynamic scene. Okay. All right. Keep the comment, but we're going to practice. This is pretty great. That's on top of it. All right. Ooh, I saw how that changed. Changing the different types of comments, the look, the appearance of the comments.
The appearance of it, yeah.
I like the dark. I mean, I've been dark. My eyes, dark mode is immediate for me. We already talked about how wonderful it is that you have that. It's really visible.
Really visible. Yeah. I lost you, DJ.
All right, Mark.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
Your
here.
fan. You must have turned the fan off or something.
Oh, you know what? It's because I went mute. I was about to holler, like, "Hey, open the door for the dog." Okay, so what I got, Mark Lee. What do you see? Let me know. You should try out evmux.
Yep. So there's different tabs. There's layers, graphics, banners, which I guess you can, like, if you wanted to, put like your website up there or something like that, you could do that. Yeah. There's a social, which is the comments, and then a chat tab, which is the chat between DJ and I or all of the guests if you have multiple guests.
Yeah. I can't drop links back to the chat. I noticed that too. I couldn't drop links back to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Like if you're highlighting your guest's book or Amazon link.
Right. I noticed that too. You can't drop comments directly into the chat from evmux
platform.
Yep.
Yeah.
And LinkedIn doesn't allow that anyway, but all the other platforms do. So it was really nice to be able to drop the link there, then just go to LinkedIn because I've always got LinkedIn open anyway.
Just copy paste it twice.
Copy paste it, yeah. Rather than try to go to 3 to 5 or however many platforms. Windows open, your computer's smoking, your internet's going, "What are you doing to me?"
Yeah, it's fighting everybody else in the house.
So that might be something to look into, Elad. And I hope I'm saying your name right, bro. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Is to be able to post comments directly from the platform to all your other socials. LinkedIn won't let you, like I said, that's kind of their weird thing, but everybody else you can.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to LinkedIn. I would like to ask directly LinkedIn about that. Like, why can't our comments go back to the chat, and so we can engage back with the chat instead of copy paste and running it in another window and another tab, I should say, not a window, but a tab. But it's still a window because you have multiple screens. You're duplicate, like you have
windows. And I've got way more windows open, tabs open than I should right now to be streaming, but
right. And so then I start looking like, okay, make sure Zoom's closed. I'm running Snapchat, camera.
So look, you can play. I'm glad you brought that up. Upload videos. So let's just do that. You can pick a local video.
Yeah, pick a video from whatever's on your computer in one of your folders. Let's run a little video.
That quick.
That's it.
and you can mute it too. So yeah, that is not like this is my intro video. I have it stored in the graphics folder in the graphics tab. But I can do this straight from the computer.
What happened? That happened to me. I couldn't turn off the video. I didn't know how to turn it off. I didn't know how to click.
You just remove it from the stream. Yep.
Oh, where you remove it from the stream?
Remove it from the stream. That's what I did.
Okay.
You have to click because it shows up down here on the bottom as like a guest, just like it does in Restream, right?
So you're adding it like you would add
a guest.
Screen share, like add a guest or your screen sharing or some sort of function like that.
Yep. And then you can just click on it again to pull it out.
Oh, I didn't miss that.
Yeah.
And it couldn't figure it out. I didn't figure it out fast enough.
Hang on. Let me try that again.
Oh, let's see if
I may
pull up a different video though.
You don't want to see my intro? I already got it. So let's do that. Hide. There it is. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Hide. You just click hide.
All right.
Just like it shows up down on the bottom, just like a guest does. It's right next to you. So cool. That's cool.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
So it said you could add in slides. Where do you add in slides, I wonder?
I mean, do you have slides, Google slides or PowerPoint slides to share?
I don't know that I have any made up.
I mean, I could share. Oh, okay. Matt, I see I could share something. Huh, interesting. All right. Well,
share. I don't see where you can add a slideshow though. It said you could on the what their features are.
Yeah.
It says slideshow, but I don't see where to add that.
Oh, look, you can't even see my little lips aren't in the thing today.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hey, Brandon Warren. That's one of my fellow criminal justice advocate peoples.
All right.
Yeah, he's fixing to start streaming in April probably.
Well, here we go.
Start streaming in April, so I'm going to help him get started on that.
Well, here's a great platform to start on. That is like
it is. Yeah, we've got
affordable.
him on Restream. Yeah, we've got him on Restream right now, but I may talk to him about switching over to this one.
Once of these little bugs, I think, get tweaked out. Oh, it's
it's
smooth.
It's in the beta phase, y'all. Like it's not even.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know if you still have to get special permission to be part of the beta group or not. I know I did back in November when I first signed up for it. I was like, Elad had to send me my login credentials and all that kind of stuff. They may have it open to everybody. I don't know, but it said be part of the beta phase. So I don't know if that was like an elite group or they were just. I don't know how that works. Yeah.
I'd like to know more about recording and transcription and how this would work for podcasting.
Yeah, so
let's talk about that because I'm going to PodFest and VidFest. I'm going to be a speaker there.
Can you download audio only? That's what I want to know.
Stuff like that. I was like, I couldn't figure out how to download the video, so I had to go over to YouTube, or I could have went to Twitch. But I imagine audio. So let me do my plug. Let me do a plug. All right. Self-promotion. All right. So I'm going to be going to PodFest, VidFest here in May, here locally in Orlando. And I'm excited because I'm going to be talking about accessibility as a content creator to podcasters, video content creators, really how as a live streamer and as a new creator coming from that space and how it's been difficult and some of the barriers, the challenges, and really how we're all coming to terms with how important it is and really how we should be really taking care of our accessibility, like making sure that our services are accessible, our what we're creating is accessible, right? And we're thinking throughout the process of how we're creating and our live streams and our podcasts. And so I know platforms. So I was approached about podcast platform. I don't want to say too much about doing something, but it's accessibility related, and really talking about how we can, and there's so many other great people that are really talking about this. So not to say, but to go to Podfest and VidFest and know that they're really trying to understand how to have, captions and videos and even
Mm-hmm.
visual descriptors that I talk about frequently, and how to
Mm-hmm.
enhance our like what we're doing to be more inclusive. But I don't want to get too far off. I just wanted to say that, as we're moving forward and our virtual world, our virtual jobs,
Mm-hmm.
we need more tools in our toolbox. And that's why we're here. This is just another tool we want to know. We want to know. And for me, as an accessibility advocate, diversity, I want to make sure that what I'm going to be offering, and I know the ins and outs, and I know what it can do and the capabilities, and, how it can work for one creator is going to be different, how it might work for another creator. So
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. And that's what, I think is important, again, when you're a creator and you're really entering this journey and you're working through this journey, I should say, you're learning, and it takes time and commitment and trial and error, trying things and
Mm-hmm.
trying again and seeing what works, what doesn't work. It's always, and the time it takes for learning, the time it takes to going through the steps to really understand the processes and understand what you're using and how you're using it and how others can use it. So, such as this platform, really
Mm-hmm.
diving deep, I guess.
Yeah. Brandon said on LinkedIn, accessibility is an interest for me because my daughter is hearing impaired. So it's just another example right there of why.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So important. See, it's just, you know, I think that we don't, we should just be more forth and forward and take ownership that it's our responsibility to make sure that our content is inclusive, and not put it on the person that has a disability to find a way to access
Correct.
it. There's
Correct.
already so many barriers, and when it's a sense, your hearing or your sight,
Mm-hmm.
something, and let's, maybe sensory, like the way we process information, right? Neurodiversity in that sense. But just some platforms are going to work better for other people. We all know that. We're all different. We all work differently. So it takes time to know your platform, if it's working for you, if it's giving you what you need, aside from, is it streaming, and, is the stream working, and is it reaching all the platforms, but really knowing how it can offer and really, you know, I kind of maybe understand like those kinds of needs of people. Like, you want for me, it's important, right, that I'm promoting
Mm-hmm.
software that understand those needs and is
Mm-hmm.
diverse and is inclusive, and I really feel that they are. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm such a promoter, and I support them, and I really watch their streams, and I've learned to say this is good quality. Like, their intentions, their mission is really genuine, and they really want to create something good for the creators, so creators and the audience have a great experience in that
Yeah.
live streaming. So
Mm-hmm. I mean, I tagged him on LinkedIn, but one of the guys from evmux showed up in the chat just to hear what we had to say and was writing down our feedback. They want to make this just as badasstical as they possibly
yeah,
can.
I'm sure. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and you got to support somebody that, they're working, they're developing their
Yes.
service, and they're trying to really get feedback, and they so that's great. I mean, who doesn't
Yeah.
want
Hundred
to?
percent.
So, I mean, I
Well, my
can't say enough good things about them.
yeah. So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. It just like anything, it's going to take a little bit to learn the software, figure out where everything is and how to schedule and do all that kind of stuff. But it's so far it seems to be pretty user friendly. Um, the scheduling the event seemed to take a few steps, seemed a little more labor intensive.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, it was pretty labor intensive. Like I could not figure out how to do it on my own, like I did in Restream and StreamYard. They've got it on Restream. It's got a big button that says schedule event, and you just hit that boy and schedule the event. Pick your platforms, upload your thumbnail, and you're good to go. This one was a few more steps. Like Aaron sent me a link where he could watch what I was doing while I was doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Like a
he could walk me
walkthrough. Yeah,
through it.
yeah. So
Yeah, so
walking
he could
through
walk
it.
me
So
through
click
it.
here, click there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
good
I
service.
don't.
That's some
It
good
is good
customer
service.
service.
I
Wow.
don't know that I'll be able to. I'll have to play with it again
All
to
right.
see if
So
I can remember how to do that.
I'll tell you what my experience was with that real quick. Because remember, I was trying
Okay.
to do it on the fly.
Yep.
I was trying to do it on the
Yep.
fly. I had 1 or 2 destinations, but they had disconnected. So I had to fire those off. I had to check the destinations. But to create the event, to actually create the event, I did have to copy it, paste it multiple times.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Instead of doing it once, that sends it to the platforms. So it
Mm-hmm.
was copy paste, and it was the same one. The title, because it's always you always
Mm-hmm.
have to have the title, the description box, and I don't know how many
Mm-hmm.
characters is allowed for on this platform. So that I didn't document or make note of very much, but
Yeah, I
I
didn't
will,
either.
because I always talk more, like I always write more. So the more characters, the bigger the description, the more I will like eat it up.
Mm-hmm.
But like Twitch, you don't need a description, and Twitter,
Right.
you don't need a description. And I will say a note about Twitter: I saw the RTMP, so you can do an RTMP connection, but I didn't see Twitter, so I don't think that they're yet connected to Twitter. So
Right.
I didn't. But going back to that, in Restream and StreamYard, you do it once, you enter it, you finalize it, you make sure it's the copies there that you want, you schedule the time, the hour, and you put in the card, right? You put in your show card
Mm-hmm.
and you do it once.
Right. On evmux, you had to do it for every destination,
Right.
which was not really user friendly to me.
But
Because
that's a scheduled event. That wouldn't be
that's
like
for a
on the
scheduled
fly. But
event.
that was a scheduled event. Yes.
Yeah,
So
and
I
like
had
I schedule
scheduled it
my events
earlier.
4 or 5 days ahead of time. Um, so to me, it would be better if you could just do it all in one and then click which platforms you want it to go to, and then you're done. You don't have to do it for each platform. That was kind of a little bit of a pain, just because I'm used to not having to do that. So
And
I
it
think
took
that
me
would
time
be
to figure out, wait, what's going on?
it did
Wait,
too,
what's
because it was
going
like
on?
I clicked create barcast and it was like you have to add a description. I was like, I've already added it son of a bitch twice. Like, what's going on here? And then I finally figured out you had to do that. So I was like, oh, okay. Um,
It took a minute, but yeah,
it
that was
took a minute, yeah,
awkward. That was a little awkward. And I think
yeah,
they got to flip it, the process there. There's got to be some bugs where you got to flip that. I don't
yeah,
know. I'm not
yeah.
a programmer, so.
I'm not either, and I don't know. Like for me, all my streams have the same title and the same description
Mine too.
um,
Yeah.
for wherever I'm going.
All the
So
platforms.
all the platforms, like, because I don't see any reason to change it. I go in and edit it on YouTube after the fact and take out the hashtags and the all the other crap that doesn't go there. But yeah, to me, it would be a lot better if you could just do it all in one instead of one for each platform. Because what if you end up streaming to 5 or 6 or 10 platforms at once and you have to go in and do that? That's going to be a time consuming deal.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
would have liked to figure out how to get Twitter through there through our TMP,
Yeah, I
but
didn't.
I didn't
Yeah.
have time for that. I ain't got time for that.
I'm going to have to get you to show me how to do an RTMP. I have no clue what that even is.
Yeah. Right.
But that's a conversation for another day. We're not going to do that live.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
We got to get our little producers lounge thing set up in the group.
we do need to do that. Yeah.
I made a card for it in Canva. I'm an official affiliate with Canva, so yay. And I'm an affiliate with Descript, so I'm really happy because I love, their software. Oh, that water. But just, I'm like, but yeah, I'm like super excited. So I've got the card for our producers lounge thing, so we can like kind of have like some meetings. But I wonder if we could have like these kinds of like, see, again, testing software, like, hey, we're gonna meet, and if there's 12 people, then hey, at least we know we got 12 people. We can play around with the software, and it's more like backstage within our own group, producers group, remote.
Yeah, because we
group on
could do all this and not go live and just be playing around with the software. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I got a card ready, so we just got to pick a day. And I was thinking maybe Thursdays, but hey, we'll figure it out whenever Gabe's
Okay.
around, and gives
Yeah.
us time to kind of get our thoughts out about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and really exchange information and techniques, and like what you were talking about your sponsoring, and like what a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of having like, I've never had a sponsor, but then it was like Podfest. Well, they'll support my thing, and they were like, but again, that's not like paid.
Right. Right. Like,
So
right. Like,
I'm still paying my bills, and I'm not.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
not profit. I'm not profiting off my show in any like way like that. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, exactly.
monetizing them word.
I mean, even if
I do
somebody
it
throws
for
you,
goodwill. I mean,
yeah, I do too.
that's
But I
it's a
mean,
passion project. So
if you can get a
just
few people to throw you 50 or $100, you could buy your new computer.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
yeah.
it's something that you need to continue your streams. Like, it's a need. Like,
Business.
it's a business for one, but it's also to continue bringing awareness and
You get a tax
talk.
break, don't you?
Only if you're a
If it's
501c3.
I'm not. I'm gonna have
I'm
to
not
talk to
either.
Amanda. Amanda's supposed to be on my show. I hope Amanda's my guest on Monday. I'm supposed to have Amanda as my guest.
Amanda
I
Knight.
think, yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. And I just seen her put her comments up and her newsletter. She's so great at her newsletter.
Yeah, so
She's
she
great.
started streaming a few weeks ago. And she's going to bring on people like she brought on Amy Olseth. They're going to talk about,
Yeah,
or they talked about just Amy's experience in the NICU. And she really wants to start streaming and talk about SETI's purpose and talk to other families that
yeah,
have been through it and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. She had to put it on hold though, because they bought a house across the state and they're in the process
Saw
of
that they
moving
were
and doing all that
moving.
kind of stuff. Yep. So it's coming back. It's just not
She's still
yet.
gonna be a guest on my show, though, right?
Yeah, I think
But I
so.
hope so. Let's just ask Amanda,
Yeah,
please
I don't know if she's still here.
confirm. It's okay. I'm gonna reach out
Yeah.
to her tomorrow. I got a little tired, like behind. I was working on some other projects, and we're doing a 24-hour charity stream. I do want to talk about that. Another little
Yep.
plug,
Do
if
that.
you don't mind.
No, go
Next week
ahead.
we're gonna Next week we're gonna be doing a 24-hour live. We're gonna be supporting blood cancer, Timsone, which is leukemia. So we're going to be trying to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So I'm going to be streaming for 2 hours from 10 in the morning till 12. And I'm going to have a guest, and we're going to, kind of like raising money, and please donate Leukemia and Lymphoma. God, that's a mouthful. Society. We really want to raise money. So next week I got to get my card up. And again, so this goes back to production. As a producer, remote producer, making your show, wanting to get stuff ready to go, I want to get everything scheduled and set, but I'm kind of scared to go into restream. So it's like, okay, do I use evmux for 2 hours? And I'm going to be missing comments. So stuff like that. It's good that we talk about this. It's good that we kind of work through these kinds of conversations and really understand. And then I know, and I can compare it to what I'm using, right, when I'm using on the weekly side. But yeah, I was kind of worried about doing it through restream, and there's that's what's going on with the Ukraine and that whole,
Yeah.
not to bring
Yeah.
that up, but that the owner and founder is Ukrainian, and a lot of their
Yes.
staff, and so my heart goes out to everything that's going on over there, and that's it should be at least mentioned and supported, that my heart goes out to all those individuals affected and what's going on. And it affects everyone, honestly. I mean, even my son's like seeing bits and pieces on YouTube. So it's like, it's really it's affecting lots of people. So, but it's good to have a backup. And that's really what prompted evmux to kind of say, okay, if restream, if I'm having problems with restream, I don't know really what the problem was in itself. I knew I had this backup. I knew I could count on it, and it's going to get the job done. Show must go on. It was my 50th. I was so excited. So
That is
I
exciting.
was like, why not? Like, this is gonna be fun. Get to play with new software. It's not. I mean, I think once you get the hang of what you're doing, right? You get a rhythm to your show. You get a rhythm to what you're doing for that hour. Normally, when you have a guest, and so yeah, working a different platform. The chat was on the left side rather than the right side.
Yeah.
That was something I had to get used to really quickly. And then I was kind of not being able to see those comments. So that threw me off for a little bit. But, really ultimately it's about the guests and it's about their story and it's about
100%.
so really the conversation was great and the presentation, the production quality was really good and I couldn't complain about anything like that. So it was a good experience. I think that's
Yeah.
a really fair assessment.
And
Analyzation.
yeah. So one thing I just noticed, that's why I dropped all these test comments.
Yeah, go for it.
Over here on my side, the chat does not
Oh yes,
automatically
Mark.
roll. It does not automatically roll up with new comments. I have to scroll to see the new comments.
That's
So
true.
if I'm not paying attention over here every minute or two scrolling, I'm missing comments. So that
That
is
happened.
something. Yep, that would be something, Elad, if you're still here with us, if you can make it to where the comments automatically rolled up
Bump.
with each new one. Yeah, if they bumped, that would be great.
I did miss a few, or I thought there was no new comments coming
Right.
in, so I let it sit there. And then
Right.
when I
I did
looked,
that
I had
too.
like 20 comments.
Yes.
So I
Yep.
couldn't
Elad's still here.
remember what comment would have been what part of the conversation to kind of go back to or
Right.
kind of
Yeah, exactly. It
reflect
just kind
on.
of makes it
Yeah.
hard. I did that a minute ago when you were like, let's look at some of these comments. And I looked and I was like, there's no new comments. And then I scrolled and there was like 10 there. And I was like, oh, there they are. Yep. Thank you,
Yeah.
Elad. I appreciate it. Man, I appreciate you dropping in and just listening to us give the pros and cons and things we like and
On
things
your
that,
time.
yeah, on your time, man. Like, this is awesome that you're here listening to us give honest feedback about your program or about your platform. I love it. That says a lot about them, really. You know what I mean?
We've been here how long? Oh, so let's
An
talk about that.
hour.
I didn't know how long. Do you have a timer anywhere? Or how many? Do you have information feeding you? How many people are viewing, or the time that you've been live? Whether it's an hour and
So
20.
it says there's one.
One.
The timer is not working right now on here.
You get the recording button. We talked about
There's a
that.
recording. It says live recording. There's a timer, but it just says all zeros.
Okay.
And then it says one person is watching.
I know we have more than one person though. I
Yeah, we
see
do.
Julie. I see Mark. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for
So
hanging
I
out
don't.
with us while we're.
It did something weird whenever I tried to put that scene up there. That kind of, I don't know what it did.
Yeah, we missed your comment.
Yeah, we did miss a comment.
All right, we're learning. And
Tanner
again,
has
it's
an issue. Okay.
learning the. All right, great. Thank you.
Okay. Good. On LinkedIn, it says we've been
So good.
here. Let me refresh it because LinkedIn
I mean,
lagged.
almost an hour and a half. I'm going to say a good
An
hour and a half.
an hour 7. Yep. YouTube says 5 people. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Thank y'all
Chris
very
has got
much.
an amazing fan base, supporters.
I do like
You
my,
know,
and I hate to even say it, my fans, because that sounds like so
I know it sounds
influencer
weird.
bullshit. It
It
sounds
does.
icky, but I have an awesome network of people that,
Network. There we go.
and
That LinkedIn word.
the feelings are reciprocated, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I
and
go
I'm
back.
gonna.
I love showing appreciation to everyone that comes by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, it's really difficult to do a stream when no one's there. So it's nice to have
Self-admitted
one.
fangirl.
Julie is awesome.
So
I'm so glad
let's
that you have
plug.
her.
I'm gonna plug both of us here. Like, we're both remote
Okay.
producers. So
Yeah.
if y'all have any questions about anything, I know we both have similar programs where I released one today. DJ has something really similar. You know, even if you don't need a producer, but you need help getting started, you know, we'll spend some time with you getting you started, help, showing you how to make graphics and how to schedule and do all that crazy techie stuff that looks really intimidating. We'll spend some time with you and get you started. Or if you need somebody to help produce the show and do all the techie stuff, so all you have to do is sit back and chill and relax and enjoy your guest or focus on your show, then hit one of us up. We
Right.
got you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. It's been fun. I know
Cool.
Elad's got to go. I love his comment. He's got to go read a book to my 2-year-old. So.
That is awesome, dude. Thank you so much for coming in and just listening to us. And
so important. Take care of your family.
So important. Yeah, exactly.
Hold them tight.
Oh, let's see. Hit these last comments. Just finished. I can't see. It's too small. Just finished sitting a cat a week and a half ago.
Hug your cats. Hug your pets. Yeah. My dog's scratching at the door.
What kind of dog? What kind of dog?
A big old mixed American dog.
Excuse me. Yep. 5-year-old wants dinner.
Yes, I'm hungry too. Thank you, everyone. Too. I feel we did a really good, thorough job.
I think we did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, friends.
One thing I noticed too, I could hear you while the video was playing. So I don't think it muted our mics.
Yes, I noticed that too.
So I have to remember to be quiet during the intro so nobody's listening to me.
I told my guest that yesterday.
I could hear you jamming back there like you were saying something while the video was playing. And I was like, oh, you can hear that. But
we'll figure it out.
But
as soon as I hit the mute, you could tell because the air conditioner.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get off of here so we can go eat. Let me get this.
Spend time with our families, our pets. Our loved ones.
Yeah.
Take care of chores. Take care of yourself. Self-care.
Yep. Tomorrow night, I've got Ending the Stigma with Hank Atone. He's going to be our guest. He was a drug addict from a teenager on up, went to prison, got out, and is doing absolutely phenomenal now. So he's going to be with Nathan and I tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then we'll be back with So I Did a Thing on Monday. And DJ will be Monday at 7 Eastern.
6:30 Eastern.
6:30 Eastern.
I hope with Amanda Knight. Gosh darn it. Now you got me questioning.
She'll be there. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Thanks, DJ.